We've reached level 650, which means we're able to craft the Rod of the Eternal King Rod. The stats on this rod is lure speed 50%, luck 160%, control of 0.175, resilience of 15%, and max kg of 75,000. And the perk of this rod, every 30 seconds, a 10% chance summons a royal escort, boosting luck by 150% for 10 seconds. If you miss a catch, there's a 50% chance of immediately catching a higher rarity fish. All fish have a 20% chance to be greedy. And if you guys don't know, that greedy mutation, if you get it, gives a times 4 money multiplier when you sell it. That's the same exact as the nuclear mutation. The mythical is a 4.5 times. In order to craft this, you need 2 golden sea pearls, 3 infernal woods, and 1 lunar thread. And of course, you need 250,000 coins. It took me a total of 8 to 10 hours to get the golden sea pearl. That took forever. The lunar thread, I'm pretty sure you get from fishing, but it's insanely rare. It works the exact same like the magic thread or the ancient thread. It's a chance of getting it when you're fishing, and somehow I got 3 of the lunar thread. I can't remember getting it, but as you can see, it's insanely rare. The infernal wood, you get that in the roselit volcano, which you use the magma rod, but you could use the reinforced rod as well, which obviously is way better than the magma rod because of the lure speed. And you get the golden sea pearl by catching clams, which have a 0.16% of you getting a golden sea pearl, which is, if I had to guess, it's 1 in 1,000 chance of getting a clam. Luckily for me, when I was fishing for the clam, I got it in less than 20 clams, my first golden sea pearl. But the second golden sea pearl took me 8 hours. I'll definitely recommend trying to trade for the golden sea pearl if you can. I'm pretty sure you also could get the lunar thread from treasure chest, but it's a 3% chance of getting that. That's pretty rare. In order to have like a guaranteed chance of getting that, you probably need to open like 90 chests. I think this rod is pretty underrated. It's like an upgraded version of the mythical rod. But enough talking, let's craft the Rod of the Eternal King, which you need to be level 650. 3, 2, 1, craft the rod. You have unlocked the Rod of the Eternal King. Let's go to our equipment bag, and there it is. We're gonna equip it and fish here in this area. I'm gonna try and see if we can get the new greedy mutation. And there's also another perk that you can get, as you can see right here, the royal escort plus 150% luck, and it was there for 10 seconds. So that, I'm pretty sure that randomly happens, which there's a 10% chance of that summoning every 30 seconds. And then if you miss a catch, there's a 50% chance of immediately catching a higher rarity fish. We won't be able to test that because I need to not catch the fish in order to unlock that perk, which means I will need to lose my streak, which I'm not trying to do that. So we're going to try to get the new greedy mutation. I'm going to try and see how this new mutation looks like, because it is a new mutation. There's a 20% chance of the fish having that mutation. The only downside of this rod is the lure speed. It is a little slow. The no life rod, if you use the seaweed, you can automatically reel in a fish and you don't have to click the shake button. But other than the lure speed, the resilience, the luck, and the control is pretty decent. After like 15 catches later, I think this is the greedy mutation right here. Yeah, the greedy Derpleris. Not sure why that took forever. 20% chance isn't too rare, but it shouldn't be too easy to get like the mythical. But that took forever. But we got the new greedy mutation. Now let's take a look at this. So this is the new greedy mutation. It kind of similar like the Midas, but it isn't glaring. The Midas is just pure gold, and then this is like glaring at you. Let's go back to Moosewood. We are gonna enchant this rod with the clever enchantment, which gives you 2.25 XP. But before we do that, we here have the regular fish Diploris, which weighs 85 kg. The other one weighs 84 kg. So we're gonna go over here to the merchant. We're gonna sell it. I like to sell this. I got 425 coins. Now we have here the greedy mutation. I like to sell this. This goes for 1,684 coins. You could have done the math there, just multiply by 4, but you can see the difference there with the mutation. But that is the Rod of the Eternal King. I'm gonna go enchant this after this video to get the clever, but if I wasn't getting the clever, I will get the hasty to get a little bit more lure speed. This is the rod of the internal king, but you do need level 650. The next video I will be crafting will be the level 750 rod, which hopefully I could get it in the next 2 days, but that will be a lot of grinding. I do want to get it before the next massive update that's coming this Saturday in Fish, so I don't need to focus on 2 separate things. But thankfully when I craft that rod, I'm pretty sure the crafting recipe isn't too difficult like this crafting recipe, which took me like an entire day of trying to get. But that's going to be the end of this video. This is the rod of the internal king. If you haven't seen it, I crafted it. I am going to be testing this out if you actually get decent amount of money, since if you are going to use this rod, should be pretty decent at getting money with the greedy mutation. Next video, level 750 rod, which hopefully I could get it by Friday.